It's IBC 2023 and it's day 2. We're coming to a regular now, Glen Sound in Hall 8. How are you doing?
I'm very well.
Mark?
How are you doing?
Very, very good indeed.
Very good.
Busy day yesterday.
Yes.
IBC been good so far?
It's been very good. Always excellent. So
Yeah.
it's always great to get in, see. It's feels like back to full strength now. So yeah, all
Yes,
very
it
good.
does, doesn't it? It's
yeah.
got a good feeling about it, yeah.
Yeah.
So, Saturday morning, we're here and we've got something new that I didn't know was coming.
No, it is new. This is a timecode reader. This was a custom project we had for a company in the live world. And they have equipment racks by their staging, and they wanted a big clear timecode reader at the top of every rack.
Right.
And there wasn't really one that was big and clear because the ones that were available did stuff, and they just
Okay.
needed a big clear reader generally.
Just big red numbers?
Yeah. So we're not doing any generation here. It's just predominantly an analog input, and it gives you this large timecode reader. What it does do as an extra, it does have 11 outputs. So it has distributed timecode. So if you can imagine this at the top of the rack as a nice clear timecode, and then it feeds your timecode down to all the equipment that's in the rack underneath it.
Oh, right.
That's
okay.
primarily what it does. Although predominantly it's an analog input, there is an optional Dante card for it as well. So you can take the timecode signal from Dante. And furthermore, if you take the timecode from the analog input and you've got the Dante card, it will send the analog timecode into Dante as well. So that's it. It's very simple, very straightforward. It's an analog or Dante timecode viewer, timecode reader with an 11 output distribution.
So I'm okay. You've kind of hinted that it sort of existed but complicated. I'm surprised it doesn't exist in.
Well, they do exist, but most of them are timecode generators.
Okay.
So they have a bit more complexity to
more
them, which means
and
they're more
cost.
expensive.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes. This is fairly simple, so this is not an expensive item.
And of course with the Dante option.
The Dante option, yes, and the size of the viewer. Most of the ones that are available are half rack, so they by default would have a smaller display. Where that is physically the largest display that we could get in one
Yeah,
view.
oh, absolutely.
You can see there's not a lot of wiggle room there, so that's a very large, bright display.
So I'm assuming because it's here, it's something that if you're doing an installation and this is kind of probably you want, it's deliverable now.
Well, there physically exists 2 at the moment.
Right.
We've bought one here. One's gone to the customer that this was the project for approval.
Okay.
So it will be existing for order within the next few weeks. So it's, to all extent and purposes, it's available now.
It's available now. So we're in Hall 8 if you want to go and see it.
Absolutely.
And, have a look at the back end, have a look at the cables in and out. Have a play. So Hall 8, IBC 2023. Thank you, Mark. And
Matt.
for everything else that we're doing here on the Glen Sound stand, then go to kitplus.com.